This video will explain the basic translations for negations. So negations are statements that are the denial of some other logical statement. Example, I don't like lima beans is the denial of the statement, I like lima beans. Some other examples of negations are, it is false that some cats are crazy. Susan doesn't want to go to the fair. So an important convention. When symbolizing statements, the capital letters generally always stand for the unnegated portion of the statement. For example, in the first sentence where it says, I don't like lima beans, and where lima is in all caps, the L stands for the statement, I like lima beans. And then we would explicitly express the negation through the use of the negation operator. So we would say, so to translate, I don't like lima beans, we would translate, I like lima beans, and then we would deny that. We would negate that. So the translation of I don't like lima beans is not L. I say generally. Here is an exception to that rule. So, Patty was unmoved by my plea is the denial of the statement, Patty was moved by my plea. However, if you see that by capitalizing the word unmoved, Pospisil would be telling you, don't express the negation in this statement. We want to suppress the negation. So you would translate Patty was unmoved by my plea as simply you. Why would we do that? There are various reasons why you might do that. It might be that the negation in the statement Patty was unmoved by my plea is unimportant to the rest of the argument or something. And it might avoid a more difficult translation by doing it that way. But in general, we want to express all the negations. We don't want to suppress any of them. So unless you're explicitly told to by the way the symbolization is done, you should always express all the negations. So I don't like lima beans will be translated as not L. It is false that some cats are crazy would be not C. And Susan doesn't want to go to the fair would be not F. Okay, so negations also have synonyms. So the word no in a sentence is going to indicate a negation. Having it is false that in front of the sentence indicates a negation. So like in my second example on the previous slide where I said, it is false that some cats are crazy. Contractions, can't, don't, won't, etc. So Susan doesn't want to go to the fair. The doesn't indicates a negation. And then prefixes like un, non, in, etc. Okay, a word about punctuation with negations. So the negation operator does not require punctuation if it is negating only a single statement. So for example, the statement, I don't like lima beans is symbolized as not L and does not require punctuation because the negation operator has scope over whatever is directly next to it, directly to its right. However, if the statement being negated is a compound statement, this does require punctuation. For example, the statement, it is false that Mary and Jane both went to the picnic. So, the first translation here, this one is correct. That one says it denies the statement, Mary and Jane both went to the picnic. It says that's false. The one below that is incorrect. What the one below it says is Mary didn't go to the picnic, but Jane did. So that would be an incorrect translation of it's false that Mary and Jane both went to the picnic. Because it's false that Mary and Jane both went to the picnic doesn't really tell us which one, if either of them, went to the picnic. But the second translation, the not M and J, tells us that Mary didn't go to the picnic, but Jane did. And that's not what the original sentence says.